energy to the show today. I'm kind of stoked about being here with a crowd around. It's like infectious, you know? Finally, some freaking good news! Holy Moses, has it been a bad week? And we got some good news. I'm sitting here last night at the Hard Rock at the Patriot Awards, right? Getting ready for the show. Prepping it for today. Oh my God, sorry, I don't want to break this guy's phone. He can't slam on the desk like I just did. So I'm here, and I hear last night they finally call it, and we have control of the house, which is good news. Control of the house, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, yes, everybody's clapping, even Mike. Even though I almost lost it there on the thing. We have this thing jerry-rigged to death. Now, listen, I get it. I keep saying it. It wasn't the best election in the world. But folks, getting control of the House, officially called last night, is really a big deal. It's a BFD in Joe Biden's words. It's a big deal. We now can clog up this anti-American agenda. Is that wait. Jerk 1, 2. I think that I just gotta put the mute on the Skype. Sorry, folks. I don't want to hear myself talking about it. And for as much as I love the radio show, I don't want to hear the radio show. We won the House. This is a big deal. The even bigger deal is the margin we won the House by, I think, is going to grow. There was a tweet by Dave Wasserman. I think he works at Cook. And he was pointing to a race in California. It looks like it's going to go our way, too. So we may actually have a buffer of a few more seats than we thought. Now, it's going to be the 240 seats, 230 seats where we got like a 12-seat majority. Hell to the... No, it's not. But it's going to be enough that we can stop the hellscape that this guy has created. Joe Biden. Remember, it's a simple majority in the House. As long as we don't get a bunch of rhino Republicans, which I know is possible, voting along with the Biden agenda, we can put the skids on this thing stat. So this is a really good sign. This is good news. What else? Sorry. Moving some papers around. There's a great piece in the Washington Times by Mark Lotter, and I title my podcast this today, and this is what I want to talk about again here. Are we in the midst of a pretty massive political realignment? Now, I get, given the kind of mixed bag of results from this election, a lot of you, your first instinct would be to jump and go, what are you, crazy? Political realignment, my wazoo. Didn't work out that great for us this time. But folks, I know almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Believe me, I get that. But we almost peeled off probably 10 or 15 more seats. And we got within a few points of the New York governorship. So yes, when it comes to elections, horseshoes and hand grenades, the rule applies. There's only one ass that goes in the seat. And we lost a lot of those. And that rump isn't ours, okay? Got it. But political realignments happen slowly. This Lotter piece is in my newsletter today. I'm going to get to it in a little bit. I'll give you the deets on it. But if you think what I'm saying is BS and that political alignment should happen instantly and overnight, I'd ask you to go and question a resident of California who's lived in California for the last 40, 50 years, especially a Republican. You know, we seem to forget that California was the state that elected Ronald Reagan governor. People forget sometimes that New York, yes, New York I was born and raised in, had a 3-term Republican governor in George Pataki. Folks, these political realignments where Colorado, California go from red to light red to purple to blue to deep blue, they happen over time. But the mechanics by which they happen work in the other direction too. I don't want you to ever forget that. We are seeing a massive shift right now. The shift is happening with Hispanic voters, black voters, with Asian voters who are tired of being told that their kids being kept out of college because they're Asian. I got a story hopefully I'm going to get to later in the New Yorker that is just straight up racist about Asians. You've got Asian voters who are ticked off. You've got Muslim parents in Detroit on videos yelling at school boards for all the right reasons. You are seeing a major realignment, not a small one. It's happening slowly. We're not going to break everyone of their alignment and allegiance to the Democrat Party like that in the snap of a finger. It ain't going to happen, man. But the realignment is happening. I am sure of it. I am 100% confident of this. You are witnessing something special. The move is happening. Now, it's not just, that's an easy argument to make because you can just look at the demographic breakdown of how voters voted before, Hispanic, black voters, Asian voters, and how they're voting now. I get that. That's an easy argument to make. They're moving over to our side. How do I know? Because the data says it's not hard. But here's another thing that may not be caught so easily in the data. Folks, people who work for a living, people who get their fingernails dirty, you HVAC guys out there in the truck, you know, I'm here at the